Hello everybody, Abed's brother here. And this is my A10-7870k plus Firepro W5100 system. And I want to preface this video with the disclaimer that I am not saying that this system is all you need to play video games. But I am very surprised by this particular performance of this particular game. We're talking about Assassin's Creed Mirage. And if you're familiar with Ubisoft's Anvil engine, you're probably like, whoa, hold up a minute. That's a demanding game even on low settings. There's no way this system runs it. It actually does, and I was really surprised, so I'm going to show you right now. Is it a Premiere experience? Well, no. We're running it with FSR, performance FSR. So what is that? Is that like, it's 1080p, but it's FSR performance, so that's like 360p, I think. 360p or 480p. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it did, and it certainly looks better than setting like 720 by 480 as the resolution and then stretching it to fill the screen. And one of the benefits of using an upscaler like that is the HUD, the heads-up display, is not upscaled. So it doesn't look that bad. I'm just surprised basically the Athlon CPU there can handle this at all. But no lie here, this is for real. I'm still surprised by this. 8 gigabytes of RAM too. It gets pushed close. It's close. It's definitely close. I'm not saying this is all you need to play it, but if you have a setup similar to this with an old Athlon, you might be able to get by with it. I had no idea it was going to be anywhere close to this proficient. So let's go into settings here. So I'm going to turn off my limits. For some reason, see it says 30 FPS. For some reason, even though I have the refresh rate set at 60 Hertz, it still detects my my capture card as 30 Hertz. So whenever I turn VSync on, it sets it to 30 FPS. So 1080p. Let's go to graphics here. Now we are as low as possible here. And yes, volumetric clouds are on medium. That's because that's the lowest setting. That's just the way this works. Screen space is off. Environment textures, character textures, everything is off or as low as possible. Then we have FSR 2 at performance. And you can see AMD Firepro W5100 and A10-7870k. So the igpu is disabled, so we do have access to all 8 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, I love this menu music. Anyway, so I'm going to run the benchmark. Now the benchmark in Assassin's Creed Mirage is generally garbage. Not because it's a bad, it's not a bad scene to render, but because it stutters. And even when I run it on my high-end main system, it still stutters. But just to show you, it does run. And you can see right now we've got all kinds of... oh yeah, look at that. Look how bad that is. Now, I'm thinking it could be a frame pacing problem. I mean, the CPU is almost maxed out. I'm surprised we're not at 100% actually. So we're basically at 4 gigahertz. I mean, 3950 megahertz. So we're right about at 4. It's supposed to turbo core to 4.1. I've actually never seen that out of this. And if I overclock it, the board, it starts behaving weirdly. So the CPU core frequency is not overclocked. However, the northbridge is overclocked from 1800 megahertz to 2000 megahertz. And that seemed to help with stuttering, though obviously not in this benchmark. But like I said, the benchmark in this game usually has some kind of stutter. I have no idea why. Assassin's Creed Valhalla has the same issue. I have no idea how to get a smooth recording of that. So why run it? Well, at the end we're going to get an average frame rate, and that's going to tell you how it performs. We're doing it for the average. And then I'm going to load up the game and do a synchronize a viewpoint. And you're going to see that the game stutters pretty similar to this as well, but then it's like, then I'm going to show you how to fix it. And it's not a fix that would really help in the benchmark, but average of 35. Min 10, max 112. So it's like I was just surprised the game booted, and I was even more surprised that the CPU is not maxed all the time. Again, this generation of CPU, it's basically an Athlon X4 870k. It has no L3 cache, and Steamroller had a terrible IPC, instructions per clock. This particular chip, yes, it's a quad-core, but it's basically 2 modules with AMD called the modules. It's basically 2 modules with 2 cores per module. It's basically functions like a hyper-threaded dual core, like a Haswell i3, yeah. And this is being recorded with a capture card, so there is no frame rate loss, there is no impact. The W5100, I believe, does have recording capability in the Radeon Software Center, but I would not try using this. We basically have no capability left. Okay, where are we? Where did I go? I'm just going to fast travel. I'm going to go to Harbia. Yes. We'll see how quickly it loads into scenes, see what the CPU does. You can see we're running about 7.5 gigs of RAM, so I wouldn't try running this with 6 gigs of RAM. I know some systems from this era... Oh, we're almost at 100. I know some systems from this era of CPU would sell with 6 or even with 4. I would not try that. So here we are, and it kind of stutters a little bit. Let's see what it does when I synchronize. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks terrible. Look at that. Looks bad. Still very impressed with this. This is way more capable than I thought it was. And part of this is down to the W5100, which has 4 gigs of VRAM. Alright, let's fix the stutter. The fix is locking it to 30 FPS. So basically you've seen its capability, like the raw frame rate that you get from it. But the key to make it work properly is turning VSync on. Why can I not set the refresh rate? I just noticed that. Anyway, turning on refresh rate, we're limited to 30. Let's see what that does. Still does not look very good. I mean, this is FSR performance, so it's a very low resolution, but now when we sync the viewpoint, it's 30 FPS, and it is a locked 30 FPS. FSR really saving the day here. Do I recommend this experience? I don't recommend it. But if you've got $100 to put together a gaming PC and you want to play Assassin's Creed Mirage, you could actually make this work. I'm very surprised. I literally didn't think this system was that capable. Would I put a more powerful GPU with it? Sure. I mean, I guess an RX 460, 560 would definitely probably have some more horsepower, but I would not put a GPU with it. If your goal is to try to push the envelope and play some newer games with this CPU, you need at least 4 gigs of VRAM, really. There was a gate around here. Where was that? It's kind of close to where I started. It almost is like still stuttering a little bit, even though the frame time graph is, or Or maybe that's just the 30 FPS. I could play the game like this. This is better than the frame rate I had in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag when I was playing it on my APU back when it launched. This is way more... Oh, we're at the prison. Okay, I know where we are. I keep meaning to go back and replay all the Assassin's Creed games from the beginning, but I mean, that would be a massive undertaking. And I would definitely... Can we climb up? That's going to trap us underneath. There we go. Go on up. Go on. There we go. Yeah, I'm really surprised. Now, if we get more frames per second, the CPU usage is probably going to go up. Processing more frames. We're already at 70% here. If I go in there, the guards are going to chase me. Let's try fast traveling again. Let's travel into the inner city. I didn't synchronize that viewpoint, huh? That's interesting. Let's go way over here. And yeah, I could probably put my RX 480 in here, in this system. Problem is, I only have a 400 watt power supply. I don't know. Oh, did we just run out of RAM? No, we're just loading. That almost looked like some kind of system memory was exceeded there for a minute. Yeah, each district of Baghdad, like each major area, has a different synchronization theme. I thought that's kind of cool. Thought this was a great game. It's too small. This was clearly a DLC. This was clearly a DLC for Valhalla. It's not as big as a mainline Assassin, as I'm used to seeing a mainline Assassin's Creed game, but this was, I love this one. This was a great experience. So yeah, not the preferable alternative for playing this game, but definitely one I could live with. I'm as surprised as you probably are. Hope this video is useful to you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.